Silence makes most people uncomfortable. We fill it with noise, notifications, conversations, background music, constant motion. But we call it staying busy, but often it's actually avoidance. Because silence forces us to face what's actually there, our thoughts, our fears, our truth. But here's the situation. Silence isn't emptiness, it's clarity. It's the space where wisdom settles, where peace takes root, and where the noise of life finally fades into understanding. I'm your host, Isaac, and today on the Standards of Excellence podcast, we're exploring learning to sit in silence, how stillness strengthens the mind, refines emotion, and reconnects you to what truly matters. We live in a world that rewards noise. The louder you are, the more visible you become. The busier you are, the more valuable you seem. But silence is not about the absence of activity, it's about the presence of awareness. Most people don't realize they're addicted to stimulation. Every free moment is filled with scrolling, checking, refreshing, because silence feels unfamiliar. Yet the greatest thinkers, creators, and leaders in all of history all shared a common habit. They looked for solitude. They knew that creativity, vision, and discernment didn't come from chaos. They emerge from the quiet spaces. Silence is where ideas form, emotions regulate, and wisdom speaks, if you're willing to listen. There's an old Japanese parable about an apprentice archer. He trained tirelessly, perfecting his stance, his aim, his release, but no matter how hard he tried, his arrows kept missing the mark. Frustrated, he asked his master for guidance. The master said nothing. He simply motioned for the apprentice to follow him deep into the forest. They walked until they reached a still pond. "Shoot," the master said. The apprentice raised his bow, and as he drew the string, he noticed the water rippling, disturbed by the trembling in his own hand. Every moment sent another wave across the pond. The master spoke softly. "The arrow misses the target because your mind trembles like the water. Until your spirit is still, your aim will never be true." For weeks, the apprentice practiced not shooting, but breathing, sitting still, calm, silence, watching the pond until it reflected the sky perfectly still. When he finally drew his bow again, the arrow landed dead center. The lesson? Silence and stillness don't weaken focus, they create it. Modern neuroscience has caught up with what the ancients already knew. Studies showed that periods of silence, even just 2 minutes, they actually activate the brain's default mode network, the region responsible for creativity, emotional regularity, and memory consolidation. Silence literally rewires your brain for clarity. When you step away from the noise, your cortisol levels drop, your nervous system resets, and your thoughts begin to organize themselves naturally. That's why solutions often appear in the shower, on a walk, or in just a quiet moment of reflection. Your brain finally has the bandwidth to connect the dots. Silence isn't a void, it's your mind's natural operating state, one we've simply forgotten how to access. Silence is simple, but it's not easy. Because when the noise fades, the truth appears. Your unresolved thoughts rise, your doubts surface, the distractions you used to hide behind vanish. That's why silence feels uncomfortable. It's honesty. But if you can sit through that discomfort, you'll find something on the other side, which is clarity. The ability to observe without reacting, to feel without being overwhelmed, to think without spiraling. That's emotional strength, also known as emotional intelligence. Stillness doesn't mean passivity, it means presence. It's the difference between reacting to life and responding to it. When you master silence, you stop being pulled by every wave of emotion and start steering in your own direction. So how do you begin practicing silence with all the noise throughout the world? Here's a simple, structured approach. Step 1, I want you to start small. Begin with just 2 minutes a day. Sit quietly. No phone, no music, no input. Just observe. Breathe. Let your thoughts pass like clouds. Step 2, create silence zones. Designate parts of your days, whether that's in the morning, during a drive, on a walk, where no external noise is allowed. Silence is a boundary. Keep it protected. Step 3, I want you to journal after your stillness. When you sit in silence, your subconscious begins to speak. Write down what surfaces. You'll be surprised by the clarity that's hidden underneath the noise. Step 4, replace the reaction with the reflection. Before responding to a difficult situation, pause. Count to 5, take a deep breath. Let silence do the emotional sorting before you say anything. And that brings us to number 5. Embrace solitude, not isolation. Silence doesn't mean loneliness. It means learning to be at peace in your own company, to be whole without constant validation. As your comfort with silence grows, so does your ability to remain calm in the chaos. Silence is strength disguised as softness. It's what separates noise from wisdom, reaction from understanding, and chaos from clarity. When you learn to sit in silence, you begin to notice what's real, not what's loud. You start hearing your intuition again. You rediscover patience. You reconnect with peace. Most people chase answers in activity. The wise are learning that answers often appear when you are silent or still. Because silence doesn't take something from you, it actually returns something to you. It gives you your focus back, your energy, your center, and from that center, excellence emerges naturally. Noise is easy. Stillness is strength. So today, take 2 minutes to sit in silence. Don't fill it, don't fight it. Just listen to your breath, to your thoughts, to your truth. Because in that silence, you might just hear the voice of your own excellence. Thank you for listening to the Standards of Excellence podcast. If today's message brought you peace or perspective, share it with someone who could use a moment of stillness in their day. Until next time, pursue excellence, practice stillness, and make today matter.